Welcome to Know Your Word. Today's message, I'd like to speak on the subject, a wake-up call. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 20 says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him and he with me." Jesus it is that comes to the door of the heart of every man. Every woman, every boy, every girl, he draws them to him in a way of mercy. He sets them in readiness for his visit to sup with them. He finds this door so very often shut against him. The heart of man by nature is shut up against Christ. Perhaps through their own sinful prejudices, or perhaps through unbelief, or just plain ignorance, not knowing that God is there, God is for real, and that He's knocking on every door. He knocks not with the simple, confident tap merely, but he increases it and he begins to knock with the pounding of a hammer, if you may, because he wants to wake up his children who are on the inside, who alone can open the door to let him in. He knocks by the impulses of his spirit upon their consciences. Those who open to him shall enjoy his presence and find that his great comfort works to their advantage. Why is it that so many of us today are so deep asleep while he knocks? I wish we could wake up. There's a prayer that we used to say when we were small, if I should die before I wake, the blessed Lord my soul to take. But I asked myself, what if we were to pray that prayer differently and say, if I should wake before I die? I'd like to suggest to you 3 reasons to wake before you die. First of all, if you wake up now, you will suddenly realize that time is short. There is no time to waste on the block lineman. There is no time to waste on the bridge with the boys. There is no time to waste. Don't you see how quickly folks are dying? How young, even with cancer, heart disease, diabetes, etc. You don't have much time to do the things that you came here to do. The things you were born to do, you don't have much time to it. I just wish that you would wake, because some of you are born to write books and to build a dream house, perhaps for yourself or for others. You were born to turn your family's finances around, to touch people's lives perhaps, ease the burdens and making a difference in the life of others. But perhaps you're too much asleep, and if you wake, you will realize you don't have much time. Why should you wasting time on the block and drinking and being drunk, wasting both your days and your nights in liming and chilling and partying? Why not wake up today and realize that it's late? Jump from your bed, get to your knees, run to the bath and get dressed for your date with destiny. Wake before you die. The second thing I'd like you to get is that there is more in you, more potential in you than you even think is there. But if you wake, I want to say to you, young lady, there is more in you and more to you than your pretty face. And even if you do not consider yourself pretty, there is more to you than that. Young man, there is more to you than sexual intercourse potential. There is more to you than the failures you have had up to now. There is seed for success in every one of you. God made you, and God don't make foolishness. God does not make vagabonds, and God doesn't make junk. There is more to you. In fact, He made you in His image. That means that you have capacity to plan, to dream big possibilities, and to get up or even stoop down and create them, make them become reality, bring them to pass. If you will wait before you die, you will realize how much potential for greatness God has placed in you, and get up and do something about it finally. If you wake before you die, if you should get up, you would realize that there is a coming king that you have to get ready for. I remember several years ago, I was a student at CUC. At the year when I arrived at school, it was the annual banquet, and it was the ladies' turn to announce the banquet and to subsequently invite the guy of their choice to accompany them to the evening's experience. They secretly made arrangements with one of the resident hall assistants who will let them into the men's dorm some evening at midnight to make the announcement, and then arrange with the bandmaster to provide all the band room instruments, drums, cymbals, trumpets, and horns. The dorm is a big 2 two-story rectangular with a space in the center and rooms all around. That night, they secretly assembled in the center section. Then suddenly, with one massive explosive crescendo and a cacophony of noise, almost the entire dorm was awake. Most of us thought the Lord himself had come. One roommate got up and started to pull out the metal louvered blades to escape. Another with curious words from its lips. Still another dropped to his knees shouting, "Lord, you know I am not ready yet." And that's my final point. If you should wake before you die, you would know that you don't have time to get ready for the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. May God help us to wake up.